Jason Day is slowly but surely becoming my equipment goat. I mean, you simply cannot make up what this man is doing on a week-to-week basis. So in case you missed it, like a month ago, Jason Day was spotted in a YouTube video with new irons in the bag. They were the Avoda Golf Origin Curve model. So basically, these irons have bulge on the face versus your traditional flat-faced iron, very similar to Bryson's irons. He also had Avodas in the Gap and Sand Wedge, but his lob wedge was just a Vokey SM10. But this week at the Bank of Utah Championship on the PGA Tour, he had a set of prototype irons in the bag. Avoda Golf 3D printed bulge face prototype irons to be exact, and it looks like a combo set of CBs and MBs. Now, we have no real pictures of these irons yet, but you're probably thinking that's not really that crazy. He just switched from one set to another. Trust me, there's more. Because in between those two irons, he was back to these. A set of TaylorMade P7 CBs with the full Vokey wedge setup. This was in another YouTube video filled with the Bryan Bros. And shafts-wise in all of these, he has switched to the KBS TGI Tour Graphite Iron 110 shafts from the Dynamic Gold X7s he was playing, as well as Jumbo Max, JMX, Zenlite, I believe these standard oversized or standard jumbo grips. Now, funny enough, although the KBS TGI is 20 grams lighter, or I think 23 grams lighter than his Dynamic Gold X7, it's actually not that much softer in the tip when you look at it on an EI graph. They both sit right around 14,000 pound-inches squared. The real difference is the butt. The X7 has a 610 butt, and then the TGI has a 600, but I just think he's looking for the overall weight and then the dampening effects of graphite, not necessarily a much different profile. And it's not just the irons he's gone KBS mode on. He is now playing a KBS driver shaft as well. This appears to be an updated version of the current KBS tour-driven wood shaft. I assume this is a prototype that is probably going to come in 2026. And he's doing this because he is trying to profile match from his 60 degree all the way through the driver. I have always been a huge proponent of this. My opinion, you should be matching a shaft profile to your release and then using loft and head to hit your launch and spin window. But that shaft is not just in his driver. It's also in a 2025 Callaway Apex UW, which he just put in the bag this week. He switched out a QI35 7-wood for this thing. Look, love me or hate me, Tej knows ball, and I've been saying this thing's incredible. I speak the truth. Wedges-wise, he has kept Vokeys in the bag. It looks like a full set of them. And putter-wise, he is back to the original TaylorMade Itsy Bitsy Spider, which he used to win the 2015 PGA Championship. Something I don't think a lot of people realize is that Jason Day likes his putters to sit very open. I actually recently got to hold one of his old putters. This thing looked like a lob wedge at address. I've never seen a putter flop open like that in my entire life. And maybe the craziest part of all of this is, despite all the testing, this week at the Bank of Utah Championship, he's only playing a 13 club setup and made the cut. But if you thought it was going to end there, you would be wrong. He is already planning to go back to the drawing board and get another set 3D printed with a little bit more offset, which would add some deflection and height to his irons. Also, he wants to see the golf ball turn over a little bit more. How can you not love this man?